Redirecting to YouTube. Here we go.
Recording.
Redirecting to YouTube. Here we go. Hey everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us here on YouTube. Tonight we are going to be talking to you about making money online and more importantly, New Year's resolutions. So who here is planning on making a New Year's resolution for 2026 because you don't want 2025 to look the same as 2026. If you want to put in the chat what you would like 2026 and how it could look different for you, I would love to know. I know that we're going to edit this, so I'm going to say this, but I actually can't see the PowerPoint presentation on my screen, Glenn. And I'm trying to find it. Ah, there it is. Thank you. So where do you want to be in a year and what needs to exist to get you there? So tonight we're going to talk to you about a different way on how you can generate income through digital marketing. So I want you all to fast forward to 12 months' time. Next slide, Glenn. So the landscape on how we earn income and online income has been changing. So in 2026, making income online is actually less about the viral luck. You don't need, and no content needs to go viral, any short-term hacks, one platform or tactic, and more about learning transferable skills, systems that can adapt, owning digital assets, and long-term thinking. And let's look at 2026 and how it can reward adapting into a digital landscape because that's what we're doing. You guys are watching me here on YouTube. Thank you for joining us if you're watching. And please, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. So fast forward 1 year, if you imagine if you learned a new skill and 1 year from today, I want you to really think about how 2026 can look different for you, your income situation, your time and stress levels. How are they going to look when we talk about, some figures a little bit later on during this content? Your skills, your confidence, and your options. So, who here would like to have more time with their family and more money in their bank account? Because I knew I certainly did. So, in a year, where would you all like to be? Please comment. I would love to know. Most people think about online income just in terms of money, but the real question is how you want your life to feel in a year. Less stress, more control, more options, and more freedom. So this business model, we're just going to run through who it's for because it is basically for anyone, but it's for people who specifically want to build income online, learn some skills that matter in 2026 and beyond, because you can learn skills that no one else can take away from you. Those who prefer a clear roadmap instead of guessing or chasing any trends. Beginners who are willing to learn and take consistent action, because that was me. I was completely new to the online space. People who want to create digital assets rather than trade time for money. So, who would like to learn how you can trade less time and potentially make more money? Because I knew I wanted to learn that. Anyone looking for support, accountability, and structure while building as well. Because, guys, you're going to be in business for yourself because you're going to learn to make 100% profit from digital products, but you're not going to be in business by yourself. And we're going to walk you through that step by step. So, who is this not for? So, anyone who is looking for quick money, overnight results, get rich quick schemes. This is not for you. So you can scroll on. People who expect results without taking any action. You do need to put in some work. And later on, we're going to show you how a 2 hour workday could literally change your life. And anyone who's not willing to be coachable or learn any new skills, anyone who refuses to take any responsibility or even accountability for their own progress, anyone who's not willing to put in the effort and again learn new skills and not willing to invest in their business, because you do need to make an investment, but you're investing in your own education. So I just want to run through, please take a screenshot of the earnings disclaimer because we're going to be talking about, excuse me, some income claims during this session, and they are not a guarantee of anyone. We can't guarantee anyone's results because we don't know your vision. We don't know if you're going to be coachable and be consistent. So there's no promises or guarantees. So please take a screenshot, but just know that the blueprint and the process that we're going to walk through has worked for complete beginners and people from all walks of life. A little bit about me. My name is Natasha Paulak, and I spent over 20 years in aviation. So I did the thing, I did what all of us were told when we were young: go to school, get good grades, and get a good, stable career. And I did that, like most people, like most of you on this call tonight. And my income literally stopped overnight when the pandemic hit. And I searched for a long-term solution. I was looking for other jobs. I did land a role back in aviation only to end up working 7 days a week. And that's when I discovered digital marketing back in 2024. And when I discovered this process, it literally changed my life. So I just want to run through for any folks who don't understand what digital marketing is, because I didn't. As a complete beginner, I actually thought that you needed tech skills. I thought you needed like a huge social media following. I thought you needed to be techie and like when we go through this business, you'll see that beginners can succeed. And digital marketing is essentially promoting any sort of digital products. They could be ebooks, PDFs, videos, courses, interactive programs, softwares, websites, anything that is a product and is online and is downloadable on the internet. And you can resell other products or programs with master resale rights and keep 100% of that profit. So that was new to me. So who here has done an MLM where you only make a really small commission on a product? Well, with digital products, we're going to show you how you can make 100% from someone else's product. Sorry, I need to sip water. And what this isn't an MLM. This isn't bothering friends or family. I knew, unlike an MLM, I didn't want to bother friends or family because I've lost friends doing MLM before. No, I didn't want to get into people's DMs. I didn't want to cold call anyone, and I didn't want to spam anyone in their DMs. And I wasn't looking for a get rich quick scheme, because get rich quick schemes to me means red flags. This is about learning a real digital skill. And just going back to what digital marketing is, so it's using the internet and social media to promote any of those products as well. We're going to talk a little bit about attraction marketing and how that all works, and basically the reality of what work is looking like for people right now. So many people are losing their jobs. I know, my career came to an end. Companies are downsizing. AI is coming. There is a person on this call, a fellow Australian, Glenn Summers, who lost his job as a trained chef because the business that he was working for fell into some financial difficulty. And Glenn, if you wanted to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about your story, that'll be great.
Sure, thanks, Tash. I'm Glenn. Yeah, I've been a chef for over a decade, combined at different restaurants and cafes and businesses and stuff like that. And the last restaurant that I was at actually shut down not long after they fired me. Um, so I found out we were heading into winter. They were facing some difficulties with finances and stuff, and I was on still in my probation period, my first 6 months there. So I was coming up to the end of my first 6 months. They decided that we're no go longer going to continue the business relationship. Kicked me out, and I found out about a month or so later that the restaurant had closed down. They tried to sell the business, and whoever the buyer was tried to look into the finances and found out that there was a lot of debt, and decided not to go through with the sale. Um, so yeah, I lost my job kind of unexpectedly, and yeah, I just decided at that kind of point to look into some online stuff a bit more rather than going back into another chef job,
Yeah.
just because um, it was a bit unstable, I guess. Going like into winter, there wasn't much work around. Even the jobs that were available, they were maybe casual, only a few hours a week. So yeah, I want to look for something a bit more um, stable long term and not have to work 10, 12-hour shifts on my feet all day in a hot kitchen, trying to, yeah, destroy my body and kind of, uh, yeah, just wanted to look after my health for the long term because I just didn't see myself doing that kind of work when I was 40, 50, 60 plus. So yeah, I found this kind of business model. I did look into kind of online um, ways to make money online before COVID hit, and I actually discovered a course on self-publishing, and I had created a few ebooks and stuff myself to publish on Amazon, and want to look into more of the marketing side of things rather than running paid ads because I knew nothing about paid ads, so I didn't want to just throw money at into the void. And yeah, I wanted to kind of find a good way to kind of sell my products that I already had created. Um, and yeah, I discovered this program which taught more social media marketing, which you don't need to spend any money on. And it's more attraction marketing, which brings people to you rather than you coming to them.
Mhm.
And yeah, I found out a lot about different sales funnels and all sorts of things that I hadn't really known before, and kind
They,
of opened up my world. Really like it. But yeah, the reality of work right now, like everyone's feeling that pressure because the all the prices going up everywhere except for wages. So yeah, everyone's um, feeling that pressure. Mm.
yeah, thanks, Glenn. And I gave an example earlier about the aviation industry as well. When I started flying in Australia in 2002, the salary, compared to like fast forward 20 plus years, if you were to get back into the industry now, it would be fine for someone who was young living at home with mum and dad because you would earn more probably working at McDonald's, sadly, because there are certain professional industries where the wages just haven't kept up at all, and I think that's the majority of industries. And we're finding that people are getting fewer breaks, and when they do take breaks, they're having a holiday from their job, and then they get and then you get depressed when you got to go back, because and people's expectations, companies' expectations are expecting more and more out of their staff. And at the end of the day, after, like Glenn was saying, 10, 12-hour days on your feet. I know for the crew, they're now doing 15-hour days domestically, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it just leaves you absolutely exhausted. And for most people, not even satisfied in their work. So over time, work has become extremely demanding for so many more people. The workload has increased, our wages haven't increased, everything has picked up. But more importantly, guys, there is something that has far succeeded all of this, and that's the online space, and that's why we're here, because the rest of the industry is just not keeping up. AI is taking jobs faster than we really want to admit. And if you learn a digital skill, it is really going to make the landscape of 2026 completely different for you.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was pretty much, I felt myself doing the same thing every day, and I was getting that kind of burnt out feeling from that. And yeah, it was a few years ago, but I was looking forward and I was like, yeah, I just don't see myself doing this kind of work when I'm 40, 50, 60, 70. Um,
Mm,
so I just had to find something that was less physical. And yeah, there's just so many people doing stuff online. I thought there just has to be something to this. I
yep.
just found so many people with like talking about this space on social media. And after seeing it a few times, I just had to look into it because there must be something to this. And after actually taking that chance and getting some more information, um, and kind of educating myself on this, it's like it totally makes sense why, you know, everyone should jump on kind of and build a life skill around um, online marketing because it is a life skill. Just like went through a chef apprenticeship. It's a cooking is a life skill for me that, I will always have, even if I'm not working as a chef. Um, you know, no one can take that away from me. And this is kind of one of those other life skills that I would recommend a lot, most people to kind of jump on and learn about as well.
Learn. Yep. And Mary, you know someone who works like physically hard in their job and has no time for their family, and literally falls asleep on weekends on outings.
Yeah, someone who's very, very dear to me. He works really hard. He works long hours, is always doing overtime as much as he can get. He's a single dad. He's got primary school children, and just finds that he comes home and he's too tired to do anything with them. Falls asleep on the couch. We've been out. We went on an outing and couldn't find him anywhere, and found him asleep under a pergola because he was just so tired. So, and he's only, he's your age, Tash. He's quite young. So it's just a real shame that,
Mm.
he sleeps most of his spare time away. And it just,
Yeah.
it's, yeah, well, and and he said to me, oh, I'm only 49, but my body tells me I'm 80. And he struggles with aches and pains because it's a physical job as
Mm.
well, not just, I'm not saying not just, but it's different when you're in front of a computer in an office when it's air conditioned. He's up on the high rises. He's a rigger. He's out in the elements, rain, hail, shine. He's out there. So, and because he needs the money, he will do as much overtime as possible. So he's working,
All the time.
10, 12-hour days, and even on the weekends, just to make ends meet, just to, to help, pay the bills, to help, pay the school bills.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, the kids wonder why their dad is, always on the couch sleeping. I mean, the man's just exhausted. So yeah, this program is also for anyone out there who is a single person but has little ones to look after. So it's a true life example.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, so we're going to go through what you should be learning in 2026, because you've heard some examples from, real life stories, how everyone is just feeling the punch. We're all burnt out. I know that I was burnt out even when towards the end of my flying days. The days were just getting longer. So instead of trading time for money, if you can learn about digital assets, digital real estate, your content, when you create a piece of content, like this piece of content right now, is going to be out there and working. You're going to learn how a 2-hour workday can literally change your life and how you can earn more by working less. And yes, it sounds a little bit contradictory to what we've all been taught, because we've all been taught to work hard. So you're going to learn how to make 100% profit from digital products that come with master resale rights, attraction marketing strategies on social media. So again, unlike MLMs where you're not going to bother friends and family, where you're going to invite people to look at an opportunity because people are struggling and they actually want to learn this skill. And how your efforts are compounded when you remain consistent. Because Mr. Beast only started with one video and he just kept going and going and going until he became viral, even though it's not about virality, but it's about consistency. And of course, using AI. People like AI will not replace human beings, but human beings will be replaced who don't learn how to use AI and automations, because you need to have systems in place that are going to work for you 24/7. And learning a life skill, because when you learn this life skill, it's going to teach you how to work smarter and not harder. And isn't that what we all want? So put in the chat if you would like to learn how to work smarter instead of harder, because I knew I did. Yeah. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know how to start digital marketing, we're going to show you on this video today. So the first step you need to do is get a done for you blueprint, a system that already exists, that's proven to work, that packages all the tools and the information that you need to run a successful online business. So you will get a website that is done for you. You will get a automated system that is done for you, an email marketing campaign, and a funnel. I didn't even know what a funnel was, but it is essentially a capture page to capture people's email addresses, because the program teaches you how to build an email list that you own, all from a one-time purchase, and how when you purchase a digital marketing program, there is no monthly expenses. Unlike other programs out there, and I have seen programs that have gone for tens of thousands of dollars, there's always a monthly subscription. You literally run this business from your mobile phone and Wi-Fi. So today we're talking about the Legacy Builders Bundle Pack. A complete, I'm going to say, business in a box and a done for you digital business where you can tap into a system that is pre-built, it's proven, it's helped thousands of people make thousands of dollars online. I personally have made my investment back and over and over and over again, by the way, through following this process. The creator of this program has created over $10 million in about 3 short years for herself, who discovered this opportunity. She's created 127,000 six-figure earners in the United States. She's created millionaires in South Africa, and they've actually now got 4 millionaires in Canada. All because they have followed this process and they've learned a new skill. And this program comes with 10 done for you digital products, so 5 in English and 5 in Spanish, that are ready to go and done for you. And you can buy the program to learn how to resell it if you want to, or you can buy the program. Like, I had a customer that bought the program because he wanted to actually use social media marketing and learn social media marketing to promote his own business and build an email list. I've had other customers that have bought the program for all different reasons. I bought the program not actually knowing that the program has now taught me how to build my own digital product that you create once and you can resell over and over and over again by following this blueprint. So inside the the Legacy Builders program, you're going to learn how a 2-hour workday strategy where you're going to learn it'll take you about 30 minutes to create 3 pieces of content a day. You're going to copy and paste free ads onto high traffic websites. You could go live for an hour and answer emails, comments, kind of like customer service for anyone who's interested to learn more about what you have. The system has proven to work. As I mentioned, 127,000 six-figure earners in the United States. You're going to learn how to create sales funnels, email marketing, social media, automations that work for you 24/7, leverage AI to build efficiency and to even help you design your own product and even content, and faceless marketing for anyone who doesn't want to show their face on camera. Some of the bonuses that are included is you get free access to the Digital Growth Community, which has nearly 60,000 members. When I first started, Glenn, I think you mentioned earlier on, it was 22,000. Now there's nearly 60,000 members, and the Legacy Builders program generated about $29 million for and that money went back to the community members in their pockets. So you're going to get a Canva crash course, and you can learn how to create your content in Canva. You will get invisible, faceless marketing strategy for those people who don't want to show their face on camera. There will also be 200 digital product ideas although you can package your own ideas or the knowledge that you already have. For example, I'm designing a digital product specifically for the aviation industry, and I don't really want to talk too much about that because I'm still designing it. But Glenn, who you heard from earlier, is also in the works of designing his own completely faceless a digital program that he creates once and resells for 100% profit. And of course, using the AI tools to leverage your time. Who wants to learn how to use AI and work smarter and not harder? I know that I did. So for a one-time purchase, you can purchase the bundle pack for $1,400. I made the one-time investment, and I know that I'm not the only one. It comes with master resale rights, and it does include digital programs that come in English and Spanish. It is a one-time purchase without any monthly expenses. And so just imagine if you sold one of those programs in Australian dollars, it's over $2,000. And the other products that we have, which are $900 for the Legacy Builders program that both comes in English and Spanish, the Digital Mastery program that comes in English and Spanish, and so forth. So you actually get all of those products valued at $6,600. And just imagine if you had 2 customers per month here in Australia, if you would actually make around approximately like $1,000 a week from a 2-hour workday. And if you sold one of each program per month, that would be over $10,000 Australian per month using those attraction marketing strategies. So that's a 6-figure income right there from selling someone else's digital products that are in high demand, and you get to keep 100% of that profit. So unlike an MLM, to me, it was just a no-brainer. What about for you, Glenn?
Oh yeah, the
Mm.
maths definitely made sense for me. As soon as I had a look at it, and you can make back your investment with one sale, um, and kind of earn while you're learning the skills. yeah, that you can kind of not just resell the program itself, but you could look for other people's products that you could resell. You never need to actually create anything yourself, but you can also learn how to create your own products and build your own programs or ebooks or websites or software or anything that you want to create and sell online. Create it once and sell again and again and again. I was like, well, this is a life skill for me. That's, like I said before, this is something that everyone should be learning about. And yeah, buying a program that packages all that information in one course, one program that also gives you access to a community of nearly 60,000 people now, to kind of um, help and support you and give you that kind of um, confidence in that it does work, because everyone in the community has purchased the program and is actively, using the knowledge and skills and sharing all their experiences and what's working, what's not working, and kind of helping each other out. It's very positive and supportive environment, and it's like, oh, I found my people kind of thing. So yeah, it just made sense to me. So I jumped in straight away, pretty much. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And you trusted a complete stranger on social media as well.
Yep. Pretty much. I just
Yeah.
was scrolling on TikTok and came across this lady who was mentioning the program, and she was learning, she was still learning in the process. And she said, this is what I'm learning about. And because I had already created ebooks and stuff myself, and I was looking for something to learn the marketing side of things, the ad side of things.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it just piqued my interest. Had a bit of a look at all the information and kind of worked out the maths in my head, and I was like, okay, sounds good to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
jumped in, took both feet.
Yeah. So just imagine like two customers who these programs are in high demand. I was the same, 100% profit. That's over $1,000 a week. And the program is going to teach you how to get consistent income. And it's also going to teach you how to build an email list and become an affiliate, get brand deals, and all these other strategies on using social media marketing and attraction marketing. Because if you have a product that solves a big problem, you're going to make money. And if you want to help people, you will make money. So if you can learn how to, speak to someone who really wants to learn these skills, um, the more people you help, the more money you'll make, because people want more time, they want more freedom, and they want more money. And we've all been taught to work hard in order to get that. And yet we all work hard, true. Like Mary, Chris works hard, but he's not, he's working hard and trading more time for money and taking up the overtime, but it's not really getting him ahead financially, and it's taking him away from his family and time that he'll never get back.
And, I mean, what he's concerned about also is time flies, and he's just watching his boys grow up before his very eyes
Yeah.
and missing out on time with them. So time is so precious because, kids grow up really quickly. Time flies. You blink and they're already adults. They're already doing their own thing. And that's what he's really concerned about, that he's going to miss part of their lives, especially, when they're sort of primary school age.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, imagine, like, I mean, learning a new skill. Um, Glenn's monetizing now from his ebooks. I'm certainly well within profit mode, and this is the most amount of money I've ever created for myself, um, through not trading time for money. And I'm not saying that to blow my own trumpet. I'm saying that because I had a career. That career came to an end, and I needed to pivot and learn some new skills. And I didn't really want to put my face on camera. I didn't really want my friends and family to find out, or I didn't want to sell to them. So for me, it was a no-brainer.
just to reiterate, like 2 sales per month, 24 sales a year, and you've made
Over
over
50,000.
52,000 a year. And a lot of that is just, sometimes you're making sales while you sleep. Yeah, you just set up all these automations to work for you. And yeah, if you think about the price as well, you're gonna pay more for college or university degrees and stuff like that. People go to school for, 4 years, 6 years learning, you know, things to make six-figure income, like as a nurse or electrician or plumber or whatever it may be. Um, this is just an educational product that does the same thing, but you're learning how to make income that doesn't have a cap. There's no limit to how many sales you can make. And yeah, that's, I'd rather spend my time learning about this than going back to school for 5 years, doing a trade or anything like that, because, the sky's the limit.
So here are some wins from inside of our community from everyday people that followed this blueprint, started without any experience. $900 after going live, $1,500 in 2 days. Imagine, guys, like, I mean, would that change your new year? You know, Saturday morning, a sale, 12 videos, someone that's getting started. Kawana made a $900 sale just 16 hours ago. Here's Holly, who's published her third book. So imagine if you could package your knowledge into an ebook or something that is going to help other people. Like Mary, you would love to, not only have your own online community that you can monetize from, but you want to help mums who've had multiple births because you were a mum of triplets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, adult daughters now, but the experience of the last 28 years, I would love to pass on to other mums of multiples, tips and tricks and how-tos, and it doesn't have to be triplets. It can be twins. It could be any form of multiple, and just having the ability to be able to share information. For example, what's the best pram to buy when you've got a set of triplets? That kind of information. It's priceless because I've already done it, and because I've already done it, I can just pass on my experience and my advice. So
And if
yeah,
you're offering
thanks.
products to those mums, you can
Mm,
also be an affiliate for those products as well if they have an
mm,
affiliate program. And
right.
and that's how you can generate other streams of income and
Mm.
teach other mums how to do the same thing.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah. So most definitely, I've got a lot to share and a lot of experience. And I'm not only talking about when they're infant babies and I'm changing 180 nappies a week, but also going through high school, puberty, even
Mm.
into adulthood. They still need their mum. My three beautiful girls are now 28 years of age. So um, I've got a lot of experience under my belt. But yeah, thanks, Tash.
Yeah, cool. So the question is, guys, are you going to invest in yourself for 2026? Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. See, I wanted to change my life. For me, I did not want to be stuck behind a desk 9 to 5. The aviation industry has always been a race to the bottom for the last 10, 15, 20 years, where the conditions are getting gradually eroded and the pay is not keeping up. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you want to get the the Freedom Formula Blueprint, um, head over to thedigitalcareerroom.com. This is the exact blueprint that has made people a lot of money in this space. It's helped create people learn how to create digital products, how to market, how to build an email list, how to share your knowledge and get paid for it, and use social media attraction marketing strategies. Inside of that blueprint, you will see a quick video of myself introducing you to the creator of the program, Ms. Michelle O'Neill. If you want to bring up the information about Michelle, I just want to quickly introduce the creator of the Legacy Builders program, because Ms. O'Neill was a single mum of six kids, and similar to Glenn, she trusted a complete stranger on Facebook that literally changed her life because she followed the blueprint step by step. She was used to, like similar to all of us, MLM and making a really small commission from someone else's products. And one day that company actually changed the comp plan and her income went down. So she really wasn't in control of her income. Whereas when she followed the blueprint, she was in full control because she could make 100% profit from someone else's digital products. And she did it without selling to friends and family or chasing anyone or spending all day on the phone. And in 2022, she created the Digital Growth Community. And within 1 year, the goal of having 1,000 members. And today we've got nearly 60,000 members in that community within about just over 3 short years. And the other Michelle S., she is the face behind all of the tech because everything is done for you. So Michelle S.'s team will actually, they run all the behind the scenes stuff. There is full tech support available, so that's why you don't need any tech skills. And Glenn is the tech expert on this side of the globe, and he can have you set up in 24 to 48 hours and have you following the blueprint and getting into profit mode. Because imagine one customer and you are in profit mode. So if you can sell to one person, you can sell to 10, you can sell to 50, you can sell to 100 if you learn the skill. Thank you, Glenn. And the only other thing I wanted to show you was this is exactly what we market for anyone who's watching. And it's like, well, what is it exactly that you're selling? So this page right here is when you pop in my domain name in your browser, it's just going to ask for your email address. This is all Michelle promotes. This is the singular page that she markets that has made her millions of dollars. So this then captures the person's email address, and that person then goes into the automations that are working for you 24/7. So these emails are pre-built, ready to go, and they are going to build a relationship with your perfect customer. And this is our community. So this is live. These are the current wins. So Daryl Hannah, he got a 1,400 customer 10 hours ago. James, $300 came in while listening to music 9 hours ago. Den Roy has created their first book on Amazon. How cool is that from following this process? I prayed for a sale before Christmas. They made a sale before Christmas, and thank the Lord. Special message for those going live. I said I would never go live, and here I am going live. New customers, new leads. So what we're saying is this process works for every single person who is ready to change their life. So who is ready to change their life? And Glenn's just brought up the map. So if you sort of look over towards the right-hand side where you can see Australia, There's less than 1,000 people doing this exact business. So for anyone who thinks that digital marketing is saturated, because I have heard that, this is visual proof that digital marketing is not saturated. And not only that, there are literally over 5 billion people on social media. Less than 1% of people are doing digital marketing or selling programs or digital products online or doing affiliate marketing. So if you're seeing a lot of that content, that means the algorithm's actually working for you, because the algorithm is going to send you content that you either engage in or that you watch. So this is a visual of the map of how many people are following this step-by-step blueprint. And as I mentioned, $29 million just in 10 months went back into the community members' pockets, because you make 100% profit where there's no middleman, unlike MLMs. Is that it? I'm kind of done. I'm so tired. I was just fumbling at the end. How do I stop going live?
One quick close up.
Hey,
Just wanted one last call to action.
um, so if you would like to change your life in 2026, if you would like to make a New Year's resolution that is really going to change the future of yours and your family's life, just go and get the free information. Head over to thedigitalcareerroom.com. You're going to receive an email from me. Please remember to check your promotions or your spam folder if you haven't received an email from me before, because it may have landed in there. It's free to check out the information. This is why it's a rejection-free business, because you never hear the word no. That's it.